Welcome to this look at some very interesting new mods. Farming Simulator 22 is not dead yet, with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday the 28th of June. We've got some very cool new mods today, and we've got quite a few updates. Everyone keeps saying Farming Simulator 22's done, it's over. It's not finished yet. 4 months. We've got ages to go. Yes, FS25 is coming. We know it's coming, but there's still more to go. The map Farmview Island by Farmer Rabbit has had an update. A new save game, a new save slot is required. The Big Bud Series 1 by Classic American Icons Modding Balog 2003. The SDF Vineyard Pack by AZ Bunker. The Liebherr LTM 1450 Mobile Crane by RossN Mods. The Rollmako U4363M Pack by JMZ, the CSZ Pack by DD Mod Passion, the Seeds Add-on by DD Mod Passion, the Silo Pack by Mr. Grucha, the Wide Garage by Ikas, the Artisan Salad Production by Raw Coastal Modding, and the Forest Barrier by Young Sienek have all had updates. So we start with, in front of me, this is the MISSYB Hives. See what I did there? This is the Beehives by MISSYB. 3.54 megabytes download, 3 slots, 2 slots and 1 slot. So 3 slots for the first of these beehives. 2 slot, this is an intriguing one. There is a beehive that has a colony in the front of the engine bay of an old junk car. I don't even like it. I was only saying the other day about beehives. No modder has really pushed beyond. Not for a while, anyway. We had some bee stuff early on, but not for a while. And then we've got the honey spawn pallet point, which is just there. That's 1 slot. So you'll find these under animals, under bees, just there. 875 for each of these ones, and the slot count comes down to 1. 1,500 for the car. Slot count comes down to 1. And then that's 1 slot anyway. The beehive honey pallet location, that does look like, actually I'm going to just double check what it says. Pallet spawner, spawn up to 30 pallets, it says. Wow. I'm assuming it's going to stack them on top of each other or something like that. I thought I'd double check, because sometimes it will say 4 or 8 or whatever it might do, but it says spawn up to 30. Which is an intriguing one. So that's the Beehives by MISSYB. Next, we've got these. We have got a farmhouse and we've got a decorative version. This is the GDR House EW65 by Hellraiser. 8.8 megabytes download. There are 15 slots each, and the same price each, regardless whether you have the sleep trigger or the decorative object. Now, it does say in the description, I was kind of intrigued by this. GDR home type EW65B, the single family house designed by VEB Kreisbaubetrieb Baumeiningen, is that right? It's based on design by the civil engineer Reinhard Blumenstein. So it was a sort of standard template building that was made with a living level on ground floor, converted attic, 115 square meters of living space plus a cellar. 43,750, like I say, for each. Sleep trigger just there. I don't think there's a wardrobe trigger actually. I don't think we can go inside these. Under build mode, farmhouses is where you'll find the one with sleep trigger. Slot count will come down to 1. Then if we go to decoration, others, just there again, 43,750 for the version without a sleep trigger. That's the GDR House EW65 by Hellraiser. Next we have got this over here. This is the Dolly 10L by Emre. It is 1.37 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. The standard in-game Dolly 10L has some options. This has a few other options we can choose from. And it's a dolly, works the same way as a regular dolly. Put it with a tractor, vehicle, whatever will tow it, and you can have an articulated trailer, or it'll run a gooseneck into the 5th wheel there, whatever you want to do. So this you'll find under tools, under dollies. So the standard dolly there and the Dolly 10L. It's $1,000 cheaper. Slot count's the same. They're 4 slots each, and obviously this one slot count comes down to 1, and this one's got a few more options. So this one comes with all that on that's how you get it. So you've got option of tyre choices. This one, we've got the option of our tyre choices. So we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Trelleborg, just that. Michelin, those. BKT, those. Vredestein, that. Nokian, that. And then back. We've got mudguards, yes or no. So you don't have to have the mudguards on if you don't want to. Lights, again, doesn't start with them. You can have yes, yes 2, yes 3. Now yes 2 adds that front bar in there. So you've got sort of side light reflectors on the front there for yes 2, or off completely again. Main colour, anything on this palette. And then rim colour, anything on that palette. Other than that, works like a fairly standard dolly. We do have the option to move the fifth wheel forward and backwards, so depending on the trailer you're towing, you might want to have it closer in, further away. That, of course, is up to you. Or you might be towing a regular trailer with a lorry, which has a rear trailer hitch, and you want to put this on with a dolly on the back. You know, again, like I say, however you want to go about it, it is entirely up to you. That's the Dolly 10L by Emre. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard GG18. Good game. It's by JensM. It is 19.19 megabytes download and 12 slots on console. This you will find under trailers. Just there, 38,500 for the base model. Slot count will come down to 1. Options on this, we've got default configuration or we've got extension. Taking it from 23,500 to 28,000 litres. We've got Michelin, Continental, Trelleborg, Vredestein, Nokian, BKT, Michelin. So under Michelin, we've got standard. Well, I'll just run. I won't read them all out, but those. Continental. Those. Trelleborg. Those. Vredestein. Just those two. Nokian, just that. BKT, just that. Michelin, back to standard where we came from. Toolbox, yes or no, puts a toolbox this side. Mud flaps, none, puts mud flap at the front, yes or no. Ladder and railing, we've got ladder and railing, or off. We've got with or without bumper, puts a rear bar bumper on the back, just there. Fenders, we can have with default fenders, you can have chrome fenders, checker plate, diamond plate, however you refer to it. Or without, again, black decals or white decals, so depending on the colour you go for the actual trailer, whether you want those to stand out or not. Cover, yes or no. We'll go with yes because that gives us another option. So main colour, anything on this palette. So as you can see, the decal stands out a bit. Design colour, which is the cover. Then we've got rim colour. Again, anything on this palette here. Let's go green. And then license plate option on there as well. Nice and straightforward. We do have the option for, well, cover on or off, like so. We've got the option for tip side back or tip side grain door. Tip side grain door. Like so. Actually, it's a fairly quick unload speed on that. I didn't change it, did I? Genius. Tip side back, there we go. Yeah, it's not slow, is it? There we go, the Lizard GG18 by JensM. Next to that, we've got this. This is the Bale and Pallet trailer by RossN mods, 15.13 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. This has an auto load function as well. As well as a standard trailer. You will find it under, there may be another location, but under Bale trailers is the first place, being it's a Bale trailer. Now, as far as it takes all sorts of bales. I haven't tested all of them for the amounts because it doesn't actually list what the amounts are, but it does say it will do square 120, square 120 packed, 180, 220s, 240s, round 125s, 150s, 180s, square cotton, round cotton, square Heston 180, square Heston 220, Heston 240s. Then it will do Krone big pack 180s, 220s, 240s, but it doesn't say how many of each it will do. So I've got some round bales, I've got some square bales. The round bales are standard in-game bales. The square bales are liftable bales pack, and it took all of them, no problem at all. So you've got auto load, no or yes. If you want to go no, you can lower the sides down manually, load pallets on, whatever you want to load on. You've got tension straps, strap it down, lift them back, or bales, whatever you want to do if you don't want auto load. Auto load on, it's got some automatic functions to that, which is quite cool. We've got Wilbrand, BKT, Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, and back again. Decals, puts the reflectors on, yes or no. UK attacher, pin hitch or a ball hitch. We've got tension belts, yes or no. I went for yes. Again, you don't have to have them. Main colour, anything on that pallet, like that. Rim colour, anything on this pallet. There are some metallics. We've got matte grey, matte black, chrome, and then we've got anything else on that pallet. A license plate option on there too. Now I miss a function on this. I apologise. If we jump in and start this up, we do have under. Now I've got to get this right. Is it that one and that one? We have got adjustment for tip on this, like that. I've got to be careful because the other option adjusts where the bales sit. So I have to be careful because I did do that by accident. Now, if I go to operating position now, it will automatically put the sides down for me. But I can do them manually under L1. So right stick, side to side. Let's go with one, or we'll do both at the same time. There you go. So we can manually put them up and down. So if you want to use it as just for pallets or something like that, you absolutely can, and you can raise and lower them manually. If I put them back up again, let's go with that. Now, if I do this, put it into operating position for auto load, it automatically does that. So, boom, done. Come alongside the bales. And now it's not. Oh no. Yeah, it's moved them, that's all. I think I need to be a bit closer. That's interesting. How close do I need to be? Yeah, so when I said about that function, that one, and about doing the tilt, because I'm on obviously joystick control on PlayStation, it adjusted that movement, so that does that movement as well. So in just tilting that way, I had moved the whole lot forward as well. So you just have to be you have to be careful. It's I suppose it's a given. You've got to be careful. You just get quite close to the bales. There we go. So this will hold 30 round bales. Now that's of this particular size. Obviously the larger the bales, maybe the less you'll get. And like I say, there are so many lists, I haven't tested all of them, but it will do 30 of these. Now if I put it into transport position, the sides go up automatically and we're good for transport. Brilliant stuff. When I get to where I'm going, if I want to unload, if I do unload bales now, the sides will go down, and then I've got my options for my movement. So that one does the sides. That one we've always seen does the forward and back and the tilt, but this one we've got a side to side and up and down. It will do it through the trailer as well. So if I put that down to the ground, and this one will go down to the ground, some sort of stop there. With round bales it's a nightmare because when you drop them they go all over the place. If I can get them just down to the ground and then do unload bales here, bales have unloaded, they're on the ground, we're good to go. Brilliant stuff. If I now put it stop unloading, sides will go back up, we are good to go. Now it does have an option here. If I reset bale position, it says toggle work mode. It says toggle work mode flatbed or ground. So I'm assuming you want it on ground for when you come to collect bales. I couldn't quite work out exactly what it did. It seemed to work fine. That might be why it didn't. I don't know if I put this in operating position now and come alongside the square bales. Yeah, maybe it was that. When I came to pick those up off the floor, maybe I just didn't have them in the right position. So these are liftable bales. These are square and these are 240s. And as you can see, we've only got 16 bales on here, which makes up 100%. That's a full load. Put it in transport position, sides go up. Now if I unload bales and unload bales here, that then stops them being ethereal bales. They're now on the trailer, and when I put the tension straps on, it will strap them down onto the trailer. If I stop unloading, the sides will go back up, and they are now a physical object on that trailer. They have mass, so when you're turning corners or going too fast, that whole thing can tip over. If you don't unload them onto the trailer, they are there, but technically don't exist. It's been a thing with bales for a long time. So what we'll do is actually to the tension straps off. We'll do operating position, which resets them all. Unload bales, and now I've got the option to move them around wherever I want to go, put them down, there we go, Unload bales here. Job done. When I'm done, stop unloading. Now I may have got that flatbed and ground wrong, but it's, I mean, it works either way. It's an auto-load bale trailer, or you don't have it auto-load at all. Did that make sense? That's the Bale and Pallet trailer by RossN mods. Next, we've got these. I've got 3 of these out. There are 4. This is the Lizard Subsoilers GR. This is by FSUA modding team. 26.25 megabytes download. We've got 5 slots, 5 slots, 6 slots and 7 slots. There's a 1.8 metre, a 2.5, a 3.4 and a 4.3 metre. I've gone for a 2.5, 3.4 and 4.5 because there's 3 different options that I wanted to check because I was curious as to what it meant, what it actually did. Nicely made subsoilers with a few different options. We'll have a look at them first and then we'll have a look at what does it all mean. So the options are pretty much the same. There's a couple of little bits like here. We've got option 1 and option 2 there. That just adjusts the bolt hole height on the top. Now on some of the other ones there are 3 bolt holes, some are 4. But that option will change those bolt holes. But other than that, the other options are the same. Tandem spurred on the back or support. Those are the options. Then you've got lizard, so you've got subsoiler, so it says solid subsoiler, then solid plough, then stripes plough, back again. So I'm assuming, I don't know if this is right or not, when it says solid it'll be a flat texture. When it says stripes you'll get the ridged. I mean, let's say we're going to test that and see. If we go out to this one, the end, you'll see this one's got 4 bolt holes on the top link. So again, tandem spurred or support. Then we got option 1, 2, 3, 4. Same options on there, and then I didn't show you the other one, but colour options. Roll for any of these. We can change the colour options to anything on that palette. So let's drop this down. It does allow you to create fields, so we can create fields if we want to. So that's acting like a subsoiler, because a subsoiler usually will be shallow cultivation, which I'll show you over here. Not always, but sometimes. So I'm going to drop that down now. That should, there you go. So it's taking the crop and it's giving us shallow cultivation. So nothing really has changed there. What I'm going to do is take it over to a bit that's been already ploughed, that does bring up stones, to see whether it brings up stones as well, because again I'm just curious to see what it will do. So that's the look that one's giving us. It doesn't appear to be bringing up stones either. Whoa! Should have lifted that first. That was don't know we do that. So the second one then was, so that was subsoiler. This one is plough, solid plough. There we go. Right, so rather than just acting like a subsoiler, which is a shallow cultivator, this is acting like a standard plough. And what should happen as well, if we come over here, it should bring up stones. I thought the other one would, but I suppose shallow cultivation doesn't always, does it? But normally subsoilers do, which is a curiosity. There we go, we are getting some stones coming up. Just there. Then the final one, well, that didn't bounce out. I didn't even lift that one either. I should have lifted it. Then the final one is the one that said striped, and I'll be blowed if I know. And this one I went with supports rather than. Oh well, I'll be. So where are those supports? That's well. I don't think I've encountered that before. That's something a bit different, isn't it? Let's go down here. What does it all mean? Oh, okay. I mean, it seems to be changing the whatever direction I go in. Some bits it's acting like the subsoiler, some bits it's acting like the plough, and it is giving you a striped look. That's wow. Okay. I'm not sure I've ever encountered that before with a subsoiler or a plough. I've never had a striped one before. But there you go. That's the pack. That's an interesting interesting old look at it. That's the Lizard Subsoilers GR. That's by FSUA modding team. Next, we've got this. This is the Claas Pickup 380 by LS Agro. 3 megabyte download, 6 slots, 3.8 meters wide. So they're usually 3 or 2.8. We'll have a check. This is a 3.8 meter. So usually we'll pick up swaths off the ground, chaff them, throw them in the back of a trailer or into, if you're running alongside it, whatever it might want to do. At 3.8 meters, that's wider than some front mowers. So you could, what I've got is a patch here. I know it's under the grass, it's kind of growing back again, but some bits are windrowed and some it's not. So you could really go along at 3.8 meters wide and not have to have it windrowed. It's quite a wide pickup on this. So if we go to our forage harvester headers, so the pickup 300 is 3 meters, yeah. So just there, the pickup 380, 3.8 meters wide. Slot count will come down from 6 to 1. Options on this, we can change the rim color. That's it. That's our choice on this. And as it says there, it will pick up grass. That's what it's designed to do. Doesn't do anything else. What we will have to do is unfold it, which does that. I do like the screen on the front there. That's bungee corded on, I think. It's not. I don't think it's string. I think it's bungee cord. Then what we'll do is turn it on. Header is already in its lowered position. What should happen now is when we drive over this. There we go. So it doesn't have to technically even be windrows. Like I say, it's quite wide at 3.8 meters. But if you've got big windrows and you want something that's going to pick those windrows up without missing a beat, without hesitating, this will do the job. I was watching Tom Pemberton today and they were having an absolute nightmare because their fields are wet, and the forage harvester that was doing this, the pickup kept getting clogged because the grass on the ground, the swaths were very wet, the ground was very wet, the tractors that were collecting and the harvester were getting bogged down. It was, oh man, I've been watching him for a few years now. I don't think I've ever seen a worse silage harvest on the grass. It was not worse, you know what I mean, for the wetness and stuff getting bogged down and stuck. But anyway, that's what it does. Where's the header? Fold the pickup. And we're good to go on our merry way. That's the Claas Pickup 380 by LS Agra Ole. Next, we have this. This is the New Holland C232 by Potcake. 4.9 megabytes download, 11 slots on console. So this you'll find under vehicles, under skid steer loaders. Roll out to there. Oh, why do I keep saying that? I'm driving myself mad saying that. 40,000 to buy, so actually not too expensive. 74 to 90 horsepower, obviously the price will go up, that's the base price. Slot count of 11 will come down to 1. So we have got 74 horsepower, an 82 horsepower, or a 90 horsepower. You've got beacon light, yes or no. We've got work lights, so you've got front left, front right both. Then you've got both front and left rear, both front and right rear, or all. 4 extra work lights, main colour, anything on that pallet. And we've got some standards, we've got some mattes, polished pearls in grey, we've got it in white. I think I went for that, might have been the polished, no, I think it was the matte. And then the black option if you want to go for that, but if you want to go for something entirely different, you can. This isn't part of it, this is the vehicle, that's just a standard in-game bucket. That's wanted something on there to show you. Beacon. So we go for all the lights. Those two on the back as well. Interior. I mean, today it works just like a skid. Are we sitting? I'm just trying to think. That seating position seems quite low. I have to say, although it seems quite low, that feels more. I've often felt in skid steer loaders you seem to sit very high. I like that position. I don't know if that's normal. I'm trying to think. But there you go. The New Holland C232 by Potcake. Next, We've got this. This is the Tatra Phoenix 6x6 platform by erShaba VSR modding Sur, 17.95 megabytes download and 11 slots on console. I did check because I was wondering when it says platform, was this like an IT runner type thing with loads of different backs? Is it an auto load trailer? No, it's just a standard, just a flatbed on the back, 4 bales, pallets, whatever you want. It's not auto load. We do have beacons underslung under there. You can just see those. I was going to say it's a rear trailer hitch, but it doesn't. I thought it had a rear trailer hitch. Looks very cool. I like on the visor as well. You've got an option for a Farming Simulator 22 visor on there as well, if you want it. Horn, lights, beacons, interior. Nice, solid, sturdy bit of kit. Tension straps are in cab or out of cab individually, however you want to go about that. So this you'll find under vehicles, under trucks, just there, 88 grand. Slot count comes down from 11 to 1. So we've got standard visor or the Farming Simulator visor. We've got main colour, anything on that pallet there. Does that. Design colour on the back. Was it design? Was it on the back? Yep, does that. And there's a few different grey. There's grey one, grey yellow. What's this grey yellow? Pink, if you want to go for that. Dark colours, yeah. Then we got rim colour. Anything on that palette. We've got some metallics, copper metallic there, and the standard polished metal, but whatever you want to go for on there. And license plate. That's that. I don't think there was a trailer or anything that came with it. I think it's just that. Yeah, was it 640 horsepower? Yeah. The Tatra Phoenix 6x6 platform by erShaba VSR modding Sur. I've left the bonkers till last. Well, it doesn't have to be bonkers. This is the beauty of this. Chris S and Riley S. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. This is a beast. I'm trying to think I'm probably going to get this wrong. I'm trying to think if we've had a tractor that's had quads. Triples is normal. We've had triples before. I'm trying to think. We might have done, but I can't think of it. What I love about this, the selection of options on this, if you've got Platinum Expansion, there's a winch option on the front, which that is a phenomenal option to have on the front. Also has the option for a 3-point, if you want to go for a 3-point link on the front of that, for a big old 9R, that's awesome. Anyway, sorry, this is the John Deere 9R 4213 pack by Chris S and Riley S. 17.45 megabytes download, 23 slots for the tractor, and then it's 8 slots for the trailer. Now, if I put it on the thumbnail, which I probably, you can go standard. Of course you can. You can go nuts if you want to go nuts. If you go nuts on this, 5,000 horsepower, 200 miles an hour. 10 million litre capacity. You don't need a silo anymore. Just get a few of these. Just store your crops in these. I've got 5 million litres in there, and that took forever to put that in there. I was going to put a full 10 million in. I got to the point I've got to stop. I've got to go to bed at some point. I love this trailer. That's exactly like the trailer that comes with the Lego. That's why they've done it. Actually, I'm just trying to think. It comes with the Lego 9R, doesn't it? That trailer. But anyway, it's very cool. So. And the lighting options on this, you'll see, it's absolutely bonkers, but very, very cool. So, I love mods like this. Out on the very end, the Series 9R, 300 grand. That's all for the base model, which is pretty good anyway. So we start off at 462 horsepower, so for 300 grand, standard. So if you want to go standard 9R, they got you covered. Just go for it. Then we go up to 517, 572, 627, 670. And then we go from there, from the R to the CVT, back to 462 horsepower, again, roll through, 517, 572, 627, 670. Then we move over to the 9R XXX 1K, so that's a 1,000 horsepower. So again, we've gone off of the standard now, we're on to, you've then got the 9R XXX 2K, 2,000 horsepower, or the 9R XXX 5K at 5,000 horsepower. That adds 150 grand onto the price, don't get me wrong, but for a 5,000 horsepower tractor, that's 450 grand. That's all right. Now, wheel brand. Again, I'm not going to read them all out, but we'll go for, actually, I normally read them all out, then go through. What we'll do, Trelleborg, we have got I like that. Michelin. Some of these singles and twin chunky boys, wow. I have to say, some of the tyre treads look brilliant. Look at that. That's going to spread the weight of that somewhat. Mitas, so I haven't been reading them all out, but you know, you can see on your screen as well. BKT. Like that. Like that more. That's like a mowing tractor for a cricket pitch, just on some kind of, I don't know, some kind of trip. It's bonkers. That's cool. I've always liked that tread pattern on the knock-ins. Then back to Trelleborg. So we've then got design US or EU. Now if you've gone for, let's go for that, or if we go for quads, those bars at the bottom obviously have gone out the width of the tyres. So if you've gone for, you'll notice if we go now back again, super single, twin, back to that, they will adjust automatically on the width of whatever tyres you've gone for. So you've got EU, US options. We've got configurations. So we've got wheel weights painted, wheel weights steel, front weight small, and then we go through wheel weights painted, then front weight large with wheel weights painted. We then go 3-point on the front, wheel weights and wheel weights painted. We then go for the front winch, like I say, platinum expansion, otherwise it's decorative, but platinum expansion, it works. 3-point on a big old tractor like this, that's quality. Is that PTO as well? No, I don't think it's got PTO. It does look like there's a PTO under there. Yeah, there is. I'm just looking at the link arms. There's a PTO under there. Nice, because I know the Claas doesn't come with it, and people get quite cross when you use it. Front winch with weights, with painted, and then back to standard decal colour, yellow or grey. So depending on what colour you go for. Very cool. Then we've got light bar on the top. We've got narrow or wide in white. We've then got yellow, standard or wide, and that puts. So if you've gone for real wide tyres and stuff, you've got a whole big lighting bar that goes right out to the side of that. We've then got daytime running lights. This is on the front around the headlights. So you've got none, white, red, green, blue, yellow, none. I think I went yellow and then I changed the colour of the tractor to yellow, which I should have gone green, but it doesn't matter. We've got beacon, standard, and we run through some different options. LED clear, LED orange. Then as we get used to with Chris S. Riley S mods, we've got red, green, blue, yellow, purple, white, special. I went special on the trailer, police, and then back to standard. Window tint, we've got a couple of window tints on there. A couple. Green, yellow, and then back. So if you want to go John Deere on that. Rear 3-point, you can have the 3-point on or just trailer hitch on there. We've got wheel weight colour, so if you've gone for an option with wheel weights, I should have left a set of wheel weights on, like that. Change the wheel weight colour, like so. Main colour, so watch. So that does all of that, is your main colour. Chassis colour, let's go for a blue, that stands out, there you go, does all of that. Grille colour on the front, again, we'll pick something, it doesn't really matter, that stands out. Aluminium, gives you, might want to go chrome on that. Design colour, let's go, I don't know, what's going to stand out? Does all of that. Oh! Can you imagine painting your tractor that colour? Then rim colour, we've got a load of metallic options, and then we've got metallic coloured options, chrome options, or let's say whatever you want to go for. So why did I pick a colour that's, let's go for a chrome, there we go. Then a license plate, enough to choose from? I think so. Then we come from there and we go to our trailers. There's our John Deere 4213 trailer, 30 grand, slot count of 8 comes down to 1. It goes from 18,500 litres. So if you want to keep it standard, keep it standard. No one's forcing you to go mad. It does kind of entice you to go mad, but you don't have to. So you've got standard capacity, 250,000 litre, 500,000, 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, standard. So like I say, keep it standard if you want. 18,500 for a dump trailer, nothing wrong with that at all. Or go crazy and have a full 10 million litres, clear every field on your map and not have to worry. So we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, Trelleborg. Did we start on Trelleborg? Yeah, we did. I'll run through these, but not read them out. Michelin, Continental, I think just those two, wasn't it? Yep. Mitas, those. BKT, those. Vredestein, those. Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Brands, yes or no. So if you don't want to be affiliated with John Deere at all and you just want a dump trailer, go for it. You don't have to at all. Take that on or off. Beacons, none. Standard, LED clear, LED orange. Then we run through all the same colours we had on the tractor. Loads to choose from, including the special, police, all those kind of things. Rear warning signs, we've got small triangles, large triangle, or all, or off completely. Rear light style, now we have a few different options here. We've got standard, style 1, 2, and back again. I think I went for 2. Rear light guards on or off, you don't have to have them on there. If you feel like you're not going to crack your lenses because you're a careful driver, that's fine. Chassis colour, again, anything on that palette does all of that. Main colour, anything on this palette. There are metallics, there's all sorts of colours to choose from. Or just go for your standard palette down the bottom if you don't want anything fancy and you want to go normal, that's fine. Rim colour, anything on this palette here. And then license plate option on there too. So, let's hop in. Start her up. So, horn. Lights. 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 Light up the world. Which is very cool. Beacons. I went for yellow flashing ones on there. If I turn the lights off, you'll see I've got the yellow lights round the main lights. Again, you can change the colour of those if you want to, whatever you want to do. Now, our options on here, L1 and R1, those options change the lights on the ends of here. So if I go L1, so we go R1. If I go side to side, I can go side to side. Up and down, I can go up and down. So I can adjust my outward light depending on where I'm in the field or where I feel I need the light more. You can bring it right in close to the tractor if I bring it right down, right next to the tractor, or take it right the way out and have it much further out. If I go L1, I can adjust that one there at the top and do the same with that one. So I'm going to turn my lights on, all of them, and look out there, L1, you'll see that light beam moving. We can take it down or take it away, so it depends where you want your light focused, or use it as a spotlight if you want. If you put the police lights on, you want to have a John Deere police tractor, you can use it as a spotlight for catching perps, whatever you want to do. There's no doors or windows that open on it. Now I've gone for the 5,000 horsepower, of course, you know, 200 miles an hour. She don't hang about. I did go for the quads because I like the look of the quad. Now obviously 200 miles an hour is absolutely, it's crackers. But if you want to, go for it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But, whoa! I did wonder if I was going to do it. No, don't, please go on your wheels. Please, 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 please. It's like a cat. Always lands on its feet. It doesn't. But anyway, interior, nicely made and detailed. Sorry, Chris and Riley. And then we go to the back, hook this up, and I went for special beacons on the back. They're special, I don't know why, but they are. 5 million litres, just over. I went for the twins on this one, on the Trelleborgs. It's a cracking setup. Lego come to life. Or obviously the Lego was imitating life. So life imitating art, imitating life. I don't know, but there you go. Unload. I don't know what the unload speed is like. Actually, I'm going to go to a sell point. So if I try and dump this on the floor and it dumps the entire trailer in one hit, that'll be nuts. While we're doing this, I haven't been doing my YouTube job, and I should have been doing it. FarmhouseSimulator 25 is available to pre-order. In the description, I have got 2 pre-order links. The first one will take you just to PC download. The second one will take you to the Farming Simulator website, but it gives you the option to pre-order on console, and then it gives you the option of your platform. It gives you the option for digital download or hard copy. Now, I'm not sure whether that's working. I know the PC versions are working with my partner code. If you put in all caps MrSealyp for the partner code, that's part of the Giants partner program. I've never used it to this point because it's always been PC only. So I'm not sure if it's working with the console stuff. But if you are going to download on PC anyway, and you feel like using my partner code, that will help me out. It will help the channel out a little bit. And it helps me kind of boost up in the partner program. I'm bronze, have been bronze for 3 years. I haven't moved anywhere because I haven't ever really used the code until now. So if you want to pre-order FS25, it is available now. It's looking fantastic. If you haven't seen the videos, I don't know where you've been, but there are plenty. I've got a few on my channel. If you want to check them out, that'd be absolutely awesome. But that would be fantastic if you want to. Again, no pressure, do whatever you want to do. How quickly does this unload? That's pretty quick. Yep. That's rapid. We're already down under 3 million litres. That is super fast. Obviously I had to buy that in the first place. I've just made a load of money, but I did buy it in the first place. So there we go. That's the John Deere 9R4213 pack by Chris S. Riley S. That's it for the mods for Friday the 28th of June. There is a new map out. It is Carla Bark by, I think it's Carla. I always say it wrong, but I think because it's Carla Bark, I think it's Carla. I will be getting on to that. What time is it now? Probably tomorrow morning. I might do the prep tonight and then make the video tomorrow morning. So that will be going up Saturday AM. That is the plan. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Enjoy your weekend. And thanks for watching.